So the rumors are floating around about Lamar Jackson potentially leaving Baltimore and that the Miami Dolphins would be a top candidate for Lamar Jackson should Baltimore decide to move on from him. Of course, Baltimore has basically been spinning around for the last few years. They've made some decent playoff runs. This year, they have kind of hit a wall and they might not even make the playoffs. I think they still have a slender hope of making the playoffs. But this year, they could actually not make the playoffs with the roster that they have and all the talent that they have. So the rumor is out right now that the Miami Dolphins could be a potential candidate for Lamar Jackson. And of course, all the Dolphin fans all over the place in all of the Facebook groups on my page, which by the way, if you're not on my page, go ahead and add me. I'm going to put my link down in the comment section so that you guys can come and add me. But everybody's talking about this. This is like, of course, we're sad, pathetic Dolphin fans. It's December, and we're talking mock drafts and potential trades instead of playoffs. It's sad. It's sad. It's a sad existence for us, by the way. But everyone's talking about this, and here is my take on this particular topic. Do I want Lamar Jackson as our quarterback? My answer to that is yes and no. He's a good quarterback. Don't get it twisted. But do I want him on this roster that we have right now? My answer is no. I feel like we got a lot of shit. I mean, think about this for a second, right? Let's talk about this, right? Look at our roster, right? And then look at the roster of the Baltimore Ravens, right? He couldn't win a championship in Baltimore with the defense that they had with Derrick Henry and everything that Baltimore has, right? So we're going to go and get him, bring him to our team with what we got, and he's going to do what? Hmm? If we bring Lamar Jackson and gut our draft stock and everything else and give up a whole bunch of shit to go and get him and drop him into this roster, what in the hell do you expect him to do when he couldn't do it in Baltimore? Explain that one to me, because it sounds like the stupidest shit I ever heard of. Now, if we can get Lamar Jackson for a great deal, if we can get him for a good deal because Baltimore is just frustrated, they want to get rid of him, and we get him on a good deal and bring him in, then cool. But if we have to gut our draft picks to bring him in, drop him into this roster when he couldn't win in Baltimore, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard of. But anyway, um, I just feel like I would absolutely love to get Lamar here, but I do not want to give up the farm for him. Now he's an already developed quarterback. We don't have to worry about trying to develop him. It's just the opportunity cost. How much are we going to give up to get him? If you're telling me I got to give up 3 first-round picks and a bunch of other shit to get Lamar Jackson, my answer is hell the fuck no. And then there's also the question of Tua's contract. Where's Tua going? Because they can't both be on the same team together. We've got to get rid of one of. Is Baltimore going to take Tua? Now, if I can give Baltimore Tua and a couple picks for Lamar Jackson, then cool. And that trade wouldn't even pass in Madden. That wouldn't even work. Wouldn't even make no sense. So what are we going to give up to get Lamar Jackson is the question. Where's Tua going? What's going to happen with Tyreek Hill? We've got a lot of expensive questions to answer. A lot of them. I just think this Lamar Jackson thing is a little bit far-fetched. And I think if we do go out and get him in Dolphin fashion, we're going to go out and get him and we're going to gut our draft pick stock. And then in a few years, we're all going to be complaining about Lamar Jackson and how we went and got him and we still suck. The smartest thing that this team can do is continue to build out a solid young roster. Let's go get our offensive line right. Let's get the quarterback some weapons. Let's build up and stack up as much assets as we possibly can. Let's give Quinn Ewers an opportunity to prove that he's not the guy. And then, when it all said and done, we push the chips to the table and we go and get a quarterback who can make shit happen. That's the smartest thing. Let's get cornerback fixed. Let's get defensive line fixed. Let's get offensive line fixed. Let's get weapons fixed. Let's get the tight end fixed. And then when the quarterback is the last, when we're a playoff team, let's say we're playoff teams with Quinn Ewers, right? But we're barely making the playoffs. We're barely winning in the first round. When we're that, then you push the chips to the table and you go and get your quarterback. Until then, everything else is bullshit. Don't fucking do what we did with Tyreek Hill, where we were not even a playoff team and we went and gave up 5 draft picks for him, and we see how that worked out. It's stupid. You're setting this franchise back. See, this is why I need to be in the front office. Anyway, you guys let me know how you feel. I'm out.